The airport buzzed with life, laughter, announcements, hurried footsteps. Alexander Reed, the cold, untouchable CEO of a global corporation, walked with his usual precision, eyes fixed on his watch, assistant trailing behind, phone ringing endlessly. But then, he stopped. Time seemed to freeze. Across the crowded terminal, he saw her, Emily Parker. His first love, the girl who once made him believe in forever. But she wasn't the same anymore, her clothes worn out, her hair tied loosely, and in her arms, a frail little boy coughing softly. Alexander's heart stopped. For the first time in years, the man who controlled empires didn't know what to do. He followed her from a distance, afraid to believe what he was seeing. She sat on a bench, comforting the child, her hands trembling as she fed him the last bite of a sandwich. When she looked up and their eyes met, time folded in on itself. "Emily," he whispered. Her expression froze. "Alexander, no. Please. Not now." She turned away, trying to hide her tears. But he saw everything, the exhaustion, the fear, the strength. The woman who once lit his world now looked like she had carried the weight of it on her shoulders. He tried to talk to her, but she refused. Only later, when the child fainted from fever, did she let him drive them to the hospital. Hours passed before the doctor came out. "The boy will be fine," the doctor said. "He just needs proper care and rest." When Emily finally spoke, her voice cracked. "I didn't want you to see me like this. After you left for your career, I thought I could build my own life. But life doesn't go as planned." He looked at her, guilt flooding his chest. "Emily, whose child is he?" She hesitated. "He's mine." Days turned into weeks. Alexander visited every day, bringing food, toys, and warmth into the hospital room. The boy, named Ethan, began to smile again. But one evening, Emily broke the silence. "Ethan is our son, Alexander." The words hit him like a storm. She told him how she found out she was pregnant just days after he left for a business expansion in London, how she tried to reach him but never could. He stood there, pale, speechless. Years of success meant nothing compared to the 7 years he had missed in his son's life. Alexander did everything he could, arranged a home, school, and medical care for Ethan. But Emily kept her distance. "I don't need your money," she said softly. "I just want peace for him." He took her hand. "Emily, I don't want to buy you anything. I want to earn back what I lost, both of you." It was the first time she saw the old Alexander, not the CEO, not the perfectionist, but the man who once loved her more than anything. And for the first time in years, she smiled. Months later, the airport looked the same, but everything had changed. Alexander stood near the same gate where he first saw her again. Only this time, Emily and Ethan stood beside him. Ethan laughed as Alexander lifted him up, while Emily wiped a tear she didn't even realize had fallen. "We missed a lifetime," Alexander said quietly. She looked at him, her eyes full of warmth. "Then let's not waste another second." The announcement echoed, "Flight boarding in 15 minutes. They weren't running away this time. They were flying, together, toward a new beginning. And for the first time, the man who once froze at the airport walked forward, not alone, but with his family.